So Shein and RICO have something in common. You know the thing Young Thug is dealing with? RICO stands for racketeer, influence, and corrupt organization. RICO was invented to help catch the mafia in the early 1970s. So you may be wondering, what does that have to do with Shein? And I'm gonna get into that today. But before I dig deeper into all of this, if you do appreciate the content and analysis that I give, maybe you give me a like and subscribe, and if not, I wish you your best in your future endeavors. Who is Shein? Shein is a clothing brand best known for being cheap and being able to come up with new designs every single day. So every time you go on Shein, you're going to be seeing something new. So that's the basis. They have become one of the most profitable clothing brands. Shein has an annual sales of almost 30 billion. So you're dealing with a powerhouse in Shein. Shein has been sued many a times for stealing people's work, but this is why we're going to dig into the RICO thing. No one knew how to actually be able to sue Shein because Shein isn't just this one big brand and everyone's up under it. There's a Shein EU, there's a Shein in the United States, there's a Shein distribution company. There's so many different layers to Shein. That's why you weren't able to sue them, because you didn't know who to sue. The reason why Shein is being tied to as a mafia thing is because what they're claiming is all these Shein companies work together hand in hand to be able to cheat the system and be able to steal people's work without being held liable. And it's just like a haha, I gotcha. So for them to get this racketeering charge, it's just alarming to me. It shows how dirty and willing these companies are to steal from us people or us influencers or someone of a smaller company to be able to propel them to the greatness. They already make so much money, but instead of that, they want to steal from us, not be able to have us press charges against them, and then they get to laugh at you. There was 3 influencers that helped create this RICO case. 2 of the 3 were based out in California and 1 was based out in Massachusetts. So Shein wasn't producing close calls, because you know when it comes to fashion, you know, you can steal a little thing but make it your own. But Shein was not doing it. They were just outright, downright stealing people's thing. Piece for piece, cloth for cloth, however you want to say it, Shein was doing this. And this is how Shein was able to make 6,000 new items a day. They weren't doing that by being creative themselves. They were doing that by stealing from creatives. And with them stealing up to 6,000 items a day, that's what led it up to a RICO charge and why we're here today. And as I said before, Shein has dealt with all of this in the past, and they've always tried to give them some little hush money so they can go away. But one of the 3 people that's pursuing Shein on these charges, Krista Perry, discovered copies of a graphic poster with the words "Make it fun" for sale on Shein and the sister site Roam.com. Perry complained to Shein via contact forms on his websites about the copy, describing it as incredibly disheartening, insulting, and downright evil to profit off of artists without their knowledge or permission. Shein wrote back with an offer of $500. Shein made its offer as if it were a mom and pop operation rather than one of the richest enterprises in the world, the suit alleges. So yeah, Shein was taking from people and acting like they weren't the big dogs, not giving them the fair compensation, so it's led up to all of this. The lawsuit claims that Shein's pattern, when accused of copyright infringement, is to claim it had low sales and blame a third-party organization for the theft. Shein will also offer an apology and a vague explanation that makes it seem that this was an anomaly. Somehow Shein got its wires crossed and produced a very small number of exact copies of the designer's goods, the lawsuit alleges. 9 times out of 10, the designer's counsel will accept what's offered or bargain for just a little bit more. The 2 other designers, Jay Barron of Burbank, California and Larissa Blintz of Los Angeles, also allege their designs were exactly copied by Shein. Barron created artwork called "Trying My Best," which was allegedly copied and sold by Shein, while Martinez's Orange Daisy's clothing was also allegedly copied. Perry suffered substantial damage to her business in the form of diversion of trade, loss of profits, and diminishment in the value of her designs and art, her rights, and her reputation, the lawsuit alleges. So yes, Shein was playing dumb whenever someone was trying to claim that they were stealing. They were like, "We have low sales in this. It was a third party that actually took it. We are sorry and we apologize." In reality, it was one of the other Shein companies that's tied to the big Shein in this RICO charge. Yeah, I didn't want this video to go too long, but I wanted to give you the understanding to why Shein is having racketeering charges and what is the cause of it. And it's because they have been stealing people's work for long enough, and they have so many different companies that people didn't even know how to even sue them or go about it, because they would just be like, "I'm not held liable for that. That's that company." And that's how the mafia was moving. They're like, "You can't hold us liable for that. We don't own that." And this is the reason RICO was formed. And as we get any more updates on this case, I will definitely update it. But yeah, man, Shein and RICO go hand in hand. 2023 is just a crazy year. But as you know, if Chris Case, many of you guys hip hop or pop culture news when it's there. That's why make sure to subscribe, turn the notification bell for all my videos so you can like and participate in the comment section. This Chris Cadence, I'm out this motherfucker.